I'd like to do Kuf Tet Zayin today, chapter 116. In addition, I just want to go back to our introduction that Tehillim, the study of Tehillim, is not just studying Tehillim, the saying of Tehillim is not just saying Tehillim. What we really want to try to do is do Tehillim, be in the Tehillim. And the Tehillim that I'm going to focus on today, Kuf Tet Zayin, is one that we really can clearly be in and we need to be in. And you're all familiar with it, or you should be familiar with this. So let's begin and see the words of inspiration of David HaMelech, and the words themselves will really inspire us. It's so clear in the words. Pasuk Aleph, David begins, Ahavti, I love it, I love him, capital H, Hashem. Ki yishma Hashem, because Hashem listens, es koli tachanunai. I just love it that Hashem listens to the voice of my supplications. Hashem always listens to me, and I just love it. It just begins with just pure excitement and love. But Pasuk Beis 2, Ki ita azno li, uv'yamai ekra, that Hashem, He pays attention to me. He inclines His ear towards me. Uv'yamai ekra, and in my days, all my days I call. In my days when I have pleas, P-L-E-A-S, to Hashem, and in the days that are just plain good days, I call to Hashem. In other words, David HaMelech is saying, I talk to Hashem all the time. And I know He listens, and not only does He listen, but He leans towards me to hear that which we have to say. Why is it that Hashem listens to me all the time and wants to listen to me? It doesn't say this in the Tehillim, but it's implied.
Because I called out.
Because I called out. But why is He anxious? It's not just that I called out, but He leans His ear towards me. He loves me. I love it. I just love, it could be that I love Hashem because He listens to me, or it could be I just love life because Hashem always listens to me. Pasuk Gimel. So, because I'm always talking to Hashem and Hashem is always listening to me, afafuni chevle maves, when I'm surrounded by pains of death, when life is hard, when life is painful, umetzerei sha'ol metzauni, and the confines of the grave have found me, I feel totally helpless. Tzara v'yagon emtzai, well, I found trouble and sorrow. It's just, life is really tough at this time. Pasuk Daled, uv'shem Hashem ekra, and I call out to Hashem because I'm in the habit of always talking to Hashem. And I say, Ana Hashem malta nafshi, Hashem, please save my soul. Why do I call upon you, Hashem? Pasuk Hey, Chanun Hashem v'tzadik, because Hashem is gracious and righteous. Ve'elokeinu mirachem, and not, notice the language, Hashem is great, gracious and righteous. Ve'elokeinu, and our God is mirachem, it has tremendous pity. This whole piece that I'm beginning with, that David HaMelech is saying, that I call out to you, Hashem, you want to hear me, but all of a sudden now it's our God. It's not just about me that Hashem listens to. Our God has so much pity. Pasuk Vav. It's explaining further Hashem's protection of him. Shomer p'tayim Hashem. Hashem guards those who can't help themselves. Dalosi v'li Yehoshia. And when I was low, Hashem would save me. Another way of looking at it, just on the side, is Daloti v'li Yehoshia. Sometimes because I need God to guard me, because I can't take care of myself, sometimes Hashem, what He will do is bring me down in order to save me. So it looks like I'm being brought down. It's really Hashem's plan as a person who's as a person who needs tremendous amount of help. Hashem's plan is to bring me down so that He'll take care of me and save me that way. So He's got this confidence, this comfort with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, with God, that He's constantly talking to Hashem. In good times, v'yamai ekra, in times when afafuni chevle mavet, when I'm totally surrounded with the ropes and the ropes of death. However, Pasuk Zayin, what's so beautiful about Tehillim is that it's so real. And David HaMelech is, and we, when we're talking to Hashem and we're saying Tehillim, we're bringing real life into this picture. And so Pasuk Zayin, all of a sudden David speaking with confidence, how Hashem is always there for him, listening to him, helping him. And now David's talking inward. And he says to his soul, he's talking soul, Pasuk Zayin. Shuvi nafshi limnu chaychi. And I talked to myself and I said, return my soul to your rest. Because sometimes your soul, yourself, is very nervous. You're afraid. And whenever I had these moments of fear, I would say inside of me, I would say, return to your rest, relax. Ki Hashem gamal alaychi, for Hashem is kind to you, meaning to you soul. Hashem is taking care of us. Relax. Everything is fine.